Alright, hi there guys. Want to thank everybody who's been watching lately, including yesterday night's very frustrating boring stream when we were stuck in a maze in Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dream Strike Twice. So today is going to be a little bit different. Instead of just doing a normal playthrough of games, I am going to be going through a few different versions of Monkey Island 2. So I'm going to pop through a few things. As you can see from my window here, I added these in just in case I was going to kill some time before. The main thing we're going to do today is the play in the demo. I also have an Amiga version queued up and DOSBox because I've been trying to get the Talkie prototype to work, but I keep on getting Stack Overflow errors as soon as I try to like look at the big whoop thing. So I probably have to up the cycles, possibly. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, is using it in DOSBox, and I just get massive runtime error. So it's probably I just have the cycles too low or something, because it gets Stack Overflow errors in it. Oh, let's see. All right, so yeah, the demo is very cool. Its lack of sounds in a lot of areas is. I managed to get some sounds to play by randomly throwing in a room command. I am definitely glad that you're here, because I figure you probably know better which rooms are actually usable in the demo. And the link to the old Lucas Forums post, of course, doesn't work because of, no more Lucas Forums. And I'm sure it's in the archive in Mojo, but I haven't been able to find it searching it up. So, move it or I cuts my way through. That is not a typical dialogue choice that we get. It's just so weird seeing Monkey Island 2 and not hearing the music. Like, it plays in my head. Please, not my note. Don't. It's always my favorite line. I roughs up what needs roughing up in this island. One day I'm just going to get a bunch of... Ooh. That's cool. Cut music? Would have to go in, like, digging into it through, like, Scum Revisited or something like that to get the stuff out of it. Let's first go see the differences in the woodsmith room, because at least this is a room that we can walk into and not... Yeah, so that would be this picture and this fish, I do believe, is the differences compared to vanilla. It's amazing how much data is actually in this demo. And looking at the files for itself, that it just has its own version of a recording to essentially play through the commands for it. That's pretty cool too. That implies that the interpreter has a way to just have like a recorded playthrough, sort of semi-baked in, at least to that version of it, which is very interesting. The one on Fat Island is different, for example. Fat Island Wharf. So that would be room Fat Island Wharf. Possibly room 27. Should we try to use the debugger to go to room 27? Not 3, 2. Let's see what happens. Do we crash? We don't crash. I guess I should put on my headphones so I can hear things if there's things to hear. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Let's stop talking to the woodsmith now. Oh, I broke myself so bad. Because I warped in the middle of a conversation. It's like, I'm broken. This is very cool. Does it have effective iMuse cues to it? So, like, if I was walking around, would it... like, obviously, I've boned myself here. Let's see if I warp myself back to the wood shop. Wood shop. Room 15. No, I just boned myself. So, yeah, totally. Return to launcher. Start. And let's get Largo out of the way just in case it's a script I'll hang after. Yay. Alright. Let's go back to the wharf. 27. Oh. I wonder how long it'll take to... Okay. Oh, there. We finally walked into the sea. Oh, but I can't do any... I bet you if I walk to this path, it's gonna crash. Interesting. I wonder if... oh, no. There we go. So that crashed that right out, which means I'm going to have to fix my window, because as you see, it automatically... OBS is weird and not smart sometimes, and now, even though my settings is locked in, I have to remind it which video... And I actually think that's probably based on SDL being the basis of both things. That's essentially using that and drawing from that layer. Okay, so let's try warping to Wally's room. Which one's Wally's? Room 8, it says. Hello. It's gonna take a while for not super long. He's not far away this time. It's sort of interesting. It's like Guybrush walks there from wherever he's at. So let's pick up this paper. Okay. The monocle. Very, very. That was the first thing I noticed. It's lit up like it's being hovered above right now. Will you let me walk out of this room? Yes, okay, cool. All right. So there's obviously other placeholder old items and whatnot here. Um, this place is less decorated, I'd say. Feel like this is way emptier than it's supposed to be. Ooh, sound. Just random sound. Awesome. I did notice, yeah, it's a pretty low quality. Let's also go into the barkeep here. Yeah, heavy gradients. I love the articles that you guys were posting. Yeah, all the EGA versus VGA comparisons that have been shared on Twitter recently, especially like the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So many of the things that we noticed in our playthrough, like the overuse of gradients and that sort of thing, were very much pointed. Look at the placeholder piano. That's beautiful. Hmm. Like if you talk to him, it loses a lot of stuff. It's how's business, and then he just says, "Well, I don't get many customers, and the ones that do show up rob me." Okay, all right. Hmm. It's cool how modular the elements can be. I mean, of course they're objects. That's the whole point of creating the scripting language in the first place, to call them up and etc. Um, we can't walk straight out to the map. I don't think it crashes, doesn't it? Let's see. No, it doesn't crash. Or okay, cool. But I do believe it's yeah, it's just got the 1B. And the A also looks a lot like a D, so it almost looks like Squidable Island. House, not peninsula. That's a house. Cool. Cemetery. There's this extra pool here that doesn't exist in the main map. This is way brighter. Apparently, too, the stick is huge. Yeah, that stick is enormous. That's like the inventory item. Like almost exactly what the pallet's on. Even got a shadow. It's awesome. And of course, Bart and Fink look terrible. Like they've had a bad day, man. Let's go to Booty Island then. Booty Island. Guess room 45. Let's see what that does. Oh, that crashed him. So let's go ahead and that was not the map. That just said Booty Island, and then it was cut off. So because you know. And let's get back to the right feed. Sorry for the console window. Okay. Okay. All right. Clicking buttons. Skipping stuff. Let's. So we managed to bypass Largo completely in that last one. Because he didn't show up to take the money after we warped into Wally's and all that sort of thing. So we managed to keep the money. Maybe if I walked back this way, but I left. If I go to pick up the shovel, doesn't. Yeah, he just shows up. Hey, you. Stop right there. Booty Island Town. Oh, you want to roll? There's all Fat Island first. There's Booty Island, then there's Ville. So let we go. Ville de la Boutique. Room 46. Come on, room 46. And that brought me to the map. Okay. Well, let's go to the town then. Well, we wanted to mouse over the map for a bit. Big but undrawn tree. Nice. That's excellent. Big but undrawn tree. I completely forgot about it. I remember when this first started, hit the news for us and whatnot. I remember playing around with it then, but it's been a big but undrawn tree. That's excellent. Dread ship. Let's go to Ville de la Boutique. Oh, does my character have to? Am I going to be a little version of my character, or am I going to be a full size sprite version of my character? I have. He's just walking from wherever the hell he is to get here. That's funny because there has to be a layer of distance. Like I'm fully. It might be bugged. Nope. There he is. There he is. There he is. Oh. just took a bit, but he showed up. All right. Sightseeing. Yeah, that's very much a different ship, is it not? Um, I wish I knew offhand which would just be instant crash. Like, if I go in here, am I gonna? I mean, I could make. I can't go in that door in this version. Nice. What about that? Oh, no, no, no. But like, can I just go room 46 again? It's probably dead, so I just. No, I just. Yeah, it could have not had its link properly set up or whatever to the call that from that when you go through. Oh shit, that's gonna go into the damn. Okay, cool. Didn't matter. Uh, oh jeez. That works. Where's the SE competent? Hmm. Really gotta go back and just take some time looking at that art. I have so much. I have so much money. Like chartering her should be no problem. I remember this one has a very different palette. Yeah, yeah, it's way warmer. Is what you looking for, son? Need a bin for your next of kin? That makes sense. No hanky. Most of it used. Premature burial, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, well, we also have this guide that says some things. Um, well, we're gonna go look at that too. Can I walk to the kiosk here on the island from the map, or is that gonna freeze out on me? Possibly, I imagine. Yes, yes, I can, or yes, it'll freeze out. Well, we'll see. Because when I was messing around earlier, I went to there trying to go to the mansion and walked into this scene from out of bounds. And Guybrush walked in from the right of the scene, then went in front of LeChuck, and then had his animation. It was great. Yeah, the green hat. I'm sorry. Oh, jeez. Something that I can help you with? What are you guarding here? Guarding Governor Marley's mansion. What? Elaine Marley from Melee Island? What? No, I mean, realistically, her plan would have worked way quicker than ours did. We just got lucky and found another bottle of fucking root beer that shouldn't have worked. Nice costume. Almost scared me to death. Because I was from various videos where they've just played other music on top. I thought there wasn't going to be any music, so when I warped into this scene and had the music come up, it was a happy surprise. Yeah, I'm out of here. Nice costume though, bro. Is the big yet undrawn tree selectable? No. And I imagine the mansion probably isn't either. But the spinning contest, you say. So let's go there. Click off the window. Alright, so spinning contest time. I don't remember being able to see the coffin through the door like that, but I probably just haven't noticed. It does seem like some later and pirate spit contest. Pirate spit. Right. So alright, have we explored most of this? Because I noticed that the Mojo article on it doesn't really go much past the Fat Island War. Well, they call me the Phlegm Master. Oops, thought this was croquet. Bye. It's almost like, oh no, try talking the last one. So I know we hit there. Says there's Tellurium also ripped 3 Qs that were not included in the final game. I mean, realistically, if you look at the total included backgrounds, I'm not surprised we're hitting the limits of it soon. Like, I imagine if I did something crazy, like... like did some late game stuff. Okay, get the key from the fat jail and nail standing. Well, I'll need those. Warp ourselves into the copy protection screen. We need items. Yeah, but I couldn't use a boot parameter for that. I'm just trying to figure out what I could possibly do to get those items. Let's go back to the rooms. Let's go to effects. Jail, room 29. Oh my. I mean, that's a way to get a bunch of extra shit. Oh my god, what is gonna happen? Opening this is gonna crash it. Hey, that tickles. Just nothing. Okay. What's in the grill envelope? Oh, I got my that stuff. Let's get the stick. Yeah, this is... And the door's wide open. And... Object. Okay. Jail dog. I could summon him. Small key, I guess. Object 273 pickup. Now it's on, and now there's also shows the key on the grill on the ground. That is a various bronze key. Absolutely. So if I open this door, go through it, will I crash? Nope. And now we can scroll too. So yeah, I noticed this hasn't been altered to look to match the lighting in the area and whatnot. Weather, absolutely. Ooh, what about fishermen? Betcha this room doesn't exist. Yeah. Just open it twice, did I? Alright, so we'll do a couple more things in this, and then we're gonna hop over to the Amiga one. Although there's really not much to see there other than the palette differences. Okay. Let's figure out which room is specifically. I'll just go there. Thank you. Way too far. Funeral. 150. Okay, well. Yeah. Okay, so room 50, which it said was funeral, I guess doesn't work that way, so I will go to Ville de la Boutie and do it that way. And of course, refix my window. Good. Just barely got out of that in time. Okay, so let's go to the end, yeah. Go away, Largo, buy riches. This also says to me that I just need to play around with the debugger in the normal game a lot too. Let's go get the knife. Nice. Also in here, but we have to get rid of him first. I could just do it with the debugger, but I did play around with this yesterday. I know I can go into the window and experience this excellent animation and yeah, pick up this knife. I may walk into Mad Marty's just to get the music going. There we go. Although it's about to go away again. I have nothing but this knife. Because at the very least, we should look at the other toupee. I'm glad that they changed the design. This just looks like the Wu-Tang's symbol on a head. And that just looks normal now. Well, I mean, who doesn't? let's see. So we're trying to go to Ville de la Boutie. We will go room 46. When I select on the window, I gotta play around with the debug modes and DOSBox and whatnot, and do pirate spit and Control Shift E and play around that way instead, because that seems like that it's something I'm really gonna enjoy playing around with. All right, let's start the long trek to Ville de la Boutie from the. Yeah, I'm gonna get the hammer and nails with the debugger, and might as well go through the scene of nailing them in if they went that far as to grab that. So let's go to I would have to be in that room to get it, derp. Huh. So, Woodsmith. Woodshop, room 15. Yeah, okay, we'll do that way instead. Howdy. Welcome to Stan's previously used coffins. Absolutely, it's a weird shape. Definitely a placeholder piece. Ooh, it's great now. Interesting. And doing that made it disappear from there. I gotta go. See you later, Stan. All right. So I think at this point we can switch over to see the very, very brown palette of the Amiga version in this regard. So I do like the gray design, though. That's very nice. So, but in this case, what I'm going to do is just return that to launcher in case we decide to come back to something else in here. Because well, since I'm in ScumVM and that happened to be there. I have 5 viewers at the moment. Thank you very much, everybody who's currently watching. Thank you for joining us. We are just exploring some more obscure versions. We just finished messing around in the hackable rolling demo, and just playing with some of the rooms and stuff. That was pretty neat, and I'm very grateful for ATO Machine's presence because he had a clue where to go and what to do. So thanks very much, man. There's not a bunch of dramatic differences in the FM Towns version. Sounds weird. But it could just be an error in the emulation of it as well. As you can see, we're running this through ScumVM because I'm not Have you seen how much FM Towns hardware costs, man? So first, this is one of the first things you're gonna notice. It's a big change here with the brown toned credits instead of what the greens and purples and stuff, that the more purples that they used in the game. And it must be a limitation in the palette. I guess this is when that amazing FM Towns hardware, which allowed for such fancy versions of our previous games, was starting to show its age. Yeah, I threw it on for it. I was in Scumbium, so I decided to throw it on quickly. I'm not gonna go too in depth. I just want to show the EGA items, and then we'll hop to the Amiga. And we'll see how much time there is too. Maybe I'll fire up like a Mac version, which isn't that dramatically different. The only thing interesting about that is the packaging that calls it Secret of Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge. Joe, Captain Trips, Ashburn. I just want to, I want to have a conversation with Joe Ashburn. I think it would be a wonderful conversation that all of us would be able to have with Joe Ashburn, because I have a feeling he was like the original fan. That's cool. Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island. Whoa, we had 5 viewers. I want to thank everybody who was watching. Thanks for sticking around, ATM Machine. That was odd. I guess they all tuned in for the demo. Yeah. I've done this wonderful thing in my settings in Scumbium, that in most of these, all I have to do is click my middle mouse button to get my period text stop. You mean big whoop? None other. Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island. Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look somewhere else. Come on. In return, I'll have riches galore. Or you'll die trying. Either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore. It's refreshing to see them that way after looking... Aw. I do like the little touches that they put in, like the skull, so... I mean, that's far from a deal breaker by any means. Anyways, we'll see how Basilisk likes me throwing it on, and if that works out well for us, then we'll definitely throw it on, just for, if nothing else, then to get the beautiful different music, because there's lots and lots of different music. Wow, look at this palette. This is the big difference here. This is what makes the FM Towns version unique compared to everything else. Let's go ahead and pick up. It's like, no, we don't have room for the color purple. We cannot use it. There will be no purple. You guys all went very super purple heavy in making every. We're not doing purple, the FM Town says. Oof. Oh. Yep, this is the Town's hardware hitting the limitations. This music is this is not a great rendition of this tune. It's very tinny. I mean, that would make sense for how they executed the previous games too, and also, you know, things like some sort of bribe situation. I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate. See, that's why it says it's that move or I cuts my way through. Why would Guybrush say that? He didn't have a sword. Wow, my kids are crazy sometimes. I love them, but they're insane. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, put me down and I won't have to hurt you. The palette of the verbs. And okay, so anyways, we're not doing a playthrough. But like the text is all very different. Let's go see. I'm sure this is the normal version and not the fish. Nope, no fish, just peg legs now. This picture from the demo. That was a cool sound. So they have some high quality sound cues that they can use. But heavy reliance on FM synthesis, which makes sense. I mean, it's called the FM Towns, right? And it's... but it's very much like, yeah, here's my EGA inventory. That actually broke. The FM Towns was created by Japan Victor Company. I'm pretty sure. Also known as JVC. I mean, it could be. There's always a lot of companies working together to build new products, and this was, it seems to have been built, and I don't claim to have any knowledge of the history of them. Oh wait, maybe it was Victor who just handled the creation of the FM Towns version of these games, because they also were involved with the creation of Sega CD port of Monkeyology. I'll have to look further into that. It's probably absolutely is, but the reason why I was like FM was probably for the FM synthesis part is because of how heavily they rely on it in a lot of stuff. It was Fujitsu. Okay. No, that makes 100%. I wonder what maybe it's Fujitsu Machines or something. Fujitsu Micro. All right. Absolutely, that makes sense. All right, thank you for the clarification on that. I get flack for this from friends, but I'm super happy to be wrong in a lot of situations. That seems weird, but it just means that I learned something new. I always love learning something new, so I mean, I try not to be offended or anything when I'm corrected, especially in an area where I'm very much wrong. So, thank you. So yeah, there's not a whole lot dramatically different here. So we got some cool music. We got to see the palette. Let's go ahead and jump over to the Amiga version. Unless there's a particular object or something that I should pick up that would be dramatically different. Like, say, for example, the meat in Monkey Island 1. How it was. No, nothing like that. Okay, cool. So, for that, we're going to bid adieu to Scum VM as our current focus. And we are going to go... That's Scum VM. Go Amiga. Yeah, exactly. The FM Towns Monkey Island 1 had the bony meat. I thought the VGA icon version of the meat was actually super cartoony compared to what we saw on the thing. I thought the bony meat looked more like what we picked up off the disc. Disc. All right. So I think that the implementation is next. Yeah, cool. All right, Monkey Island 2. go back to a purple screen? Interesting. So the muted color palette of Amiga. So like it's somewhere in between the PC 256 and a 16 color version that wouldn't exist. For shits and giggles, the other day I made the wrong 16 color version in Monkeyology VGA and put it into EGA mode. Wow, that looks terrible. Their EJ downscaler within that version is it chews it up. Ooh. Doo, doo. Oh great, that's not even coming through the right thing. I'm going to, yeah, that won't even be getting desktop audio. Okay, kill it and bring it back. And let's fix that. All right. So this should actually have some sound this time. Monkey Island 2, please. Interesting. There's no spit sound. Well, Guyver's 3, but you do turn up in the strangest places. Now, Alexandra Boyd's voice there, though, it just exists in my head for that part. And it never did before. Okay. Which I have no complaint of, but as we've spoken before, the come on. Ooh. Okay, now we have some actual sound. Sorry for the misfire on that at first. Hey, I can dig this. Nice. So I think moving forward in a lot of games, one of the main differences that we'll see more than likely, and that'll be after Fate of Atlantis, because Fate of Atlantis is gonna have some variations in its palette and stuff on their versions and stuff too. But from like Sam and Max moving forward, I think the big difference is going to be sound implementation, and that's really only if it's not completely a CD source game. I don't know. I haven't put as much effort into knowing the difference between the later ones, so it is going to be fun to figure out the little differences. That is true. The first time I played Day of the Tentacle, I do believe I had the floppy version, and which had like the copy protection for the In Sam & Max, I had a floppy version as well. The intro voice, but nothing else. Lots of. The reduced color palette doesn't do those the tattered paper edges during the intro very much credit. Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scam Island. Yep. Those guys wouldn't know a good pirate story if they made $50 for it. I'm sure when I get further along in the special footage grabbing, I'll end up doing probably full playthroughs of the different versions of Monkey Island 2 once I get to that. Just for the sake of gathering footage for it. Which during that time maybe I'll see some more stuff. Who knows? Some sort of bribe situation. I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate. Get out of here. You robbed me. Oh. And this is why I didn't choose the Amiga version to play. Because yes, comparatively to the rest of them, this is a different presentation. We have the reduced color palette. We have just different overall look. We are missing too much music. There's a fish. It survived the demo in at least one version. Thank you for the heads up on that. I remember just being, there's a fish in the woodshop. I had to figure that out that night. Let's see. I wonder what the spit animation looks like in this reduced palette. We will check that out here. Everything is just a lot more redder and browner. But they got the purple verbs. They were allowed to use purple. So, nice. All right, and after that, I'm going to switch over to DOSBox and try to crank up my cycles a bit and see if I can get that Taki prototype to run without it just crashing out on me. Can we think of any specific scenes that I should work to see the difference in color palette? Let's see, actually. Oh wait, this is Amiga version. What would do monkey spit and then Control Shift T? What happens if I do? Nothing. All right. And console debugger is not enabled. Okay, never mind. And apparently Control Shift D just okay, well, go away then. All right, so that's something I will play around with, and we can't warp around. I mean, I could load this up in ScumVM and warp around that way. Let's look at some menus. Oh, interesting. And F5. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, interesting in that it's different. I like that. But I am pretty much, if I'm gonna continue exploring this, because the default debug code isn't working to get to here, it'd make more sense to play with it in ScumVM. So let's go ahead and ditch this. I've been emulating it in FS UAE, so it's trying to run off an actual Amiga, and yeah, that's that one. So it went to ScumVM anyway, but I got a better version of ScumVM to use than that. Game. And that wasn't it. So is it literally? No. Okay. That's going to take more effort than I'm trying to do. So let's go ahead and switch over to the talkie and see if we can get that going. Let's kill ScumVM and bring back DOSBox. All right. So let's first I mean the prototype talkie. Let's crank up the cycles and see what happens here. Yeah. And yeah. Sorry for the big old boom on the mic there. I will say, Guibersh's little sprite looks visibly different. Has some red to it that I don't remember. But we have one place where we can go. That would be there. And so what I have happen is every time I look at famous pirate quotations, my shit just dies. So let's see what happens here. Use crypt key. Encrypt. Look. And that's what I get every single time. Is runtime error R6000 Stack Overflow brings me back to this, which is just messed up. And so I have to close that and then relaunch it. Let's just kill ScumVM so it stops taking over my stuff. Sweet. And crank up the cycles to a stupid amount and see what happens then. And then if that doesn't work, it's going to take a lot more for me to figure out why I just keep on getting Maybe it's the machine I'm trying to emulate. It's set to by default or whatever, but it's run. So at least I didn't get the overflow. It just does. It says it can't find the LFL. Um, Basically, what I did to set this up was download it from the Mojo page and set it up the way it asked me to because, but yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. So pressing buttons doesn't do anything, guy. All right. But banging my head against getting a game to start is not a great way to do this, I think. So, I am hitting the limits of my content here at the moment, I guess, for today. But let's go ahead and just try one more thing. I am going to take a look and confirm that stuff's in my area. Let's make sure run is expecting that in the right spot. We will edit the run batch file. No Windows, you don't need to protect my PC from something I asked you to. That is where it's supposed to be. That's the LFL path. And debug set to 1. I don't know why there's MM, but that looks DOSBox steps. Why not? Let's look at that. Username doesn't type run or yeah, no, not helpful. So awesome. Let's go back to cranking up them signals. One and two doggy. Debug. Executes bottom 900, which is a boot parameter for it. I can go there. It has the monster sound file that it needs. So there's no Z-plane text pop-ups on on anything on the map. Now you can hit Control T and it'll say to display text Z-plane. So what happens if I go back to the path then? No. What happens if I look? Does a bunch of talking but doesn't say anything. Okay. Because if I look at a coffin, he'll just start doing talking animations of what he's reading, right? But not say anything. Look at this and boom, Stack Overflow. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how this, why it doesn't work for me, but it's all like, I'll just do it this way and it works for everyone else. But that's my problem. All right. Well, I am going to close that window. Let's go ahead and try the basilisk. Why not? As soon as I uncapture my mouse, let's go to We'll just require a second of making sure it pops up. Wow, that's huge. I'm gonna fix that by creating a new capture. Let's see. Not looking to kill the chat box completely either, so that's quick and dirty. That'll do it. All right, so we now have Basilisk up and running. Let's go ahead and grab my Max CD game pack. Where the hell I have it? That is just the one. Be hoping for a bit again. That is too late. That does have a Software Toolworks OEM version in it, as well as a disc copy of Monkeyology Madness. There we go. Max CD Game Pack Volume 2. In the Atari ST version box for Secret of Monkeyology. Interesting. All right. So, first we'll start off by showing the package here, and I don't know if it's actually going to read the text at all. I hope it does, but as you can see, there's a fun little typo in there where it calls it The Secret of Monkey Island 2. Let's pop this in. We are going to play Monkey Island 2 for the Macintosh. And I can't remember if we figured out the last time if my audio was just all messed up. So if my audio was messed up last time, it's probably messed up this time too. Nobody is trying to read that there. Why is it just coming up with Monkey Island 1? Games Pack 2. Thank you. Let's goodbye. Love the icon. It's a beautiful little icon. It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm used setups. What happens if I do that? Switch to 256 colors. Yeah. There's that filter you're talking about. Well. Guy brush. I always like to see what options. Music quality. Best, of course. Jeez. Like, how's that even a question? Okay. Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out? How did you get into this mess? Kind of a long story. Not super prepped to talk about it, but hey, let's do this. This is itself is a fun way to do this. Playing it in a window of a window in a window. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Is wonderful. Aw. I think my sound is terribly wrong. It's like the timing of it keeps dropping. It's like JoJo was playing the song on his piano. Is it fair for me to say this isn't the way the music was supposed to be presented? But that intro, like that's... It does sound right? Okay. Okay. Mac Testing by Joe Ashburn. Whoa. It just almost quit on me. I could tell. I'm Sorry System by Ron Gilbert, Eric Wolfmunder, Bradley Taylor, Vince Lee, and Eric Johnson. I'm Used Music System by Michael Zeeland and Peter McConnell. Produced by Shelley Day. Project led by Ron Gilbert. That their swells are wonderful. Their maintained notes, beautiful. Growing a mustache? No, bigger than that. Growing a beard? No, I'm in search of treasure, the biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas. You mean Big Whoop? None of it. Then why did you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island. Well, I didn't know that before. I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story. Or you'll have died trying. Either way, we don't have to hear about the Chuck anymore. Aw, stutter. I very much have to hear the chapter intro music, and then Largo's theme, and then Wander Around Woodtick. All right. I love that the cursor is there, the cross cursor is there, which I'm sure at one point I'll get the cross cursor tattooed too, because why not? You're all like, oh, what, you got a cross? I never thought that. It's a gaming thing. It's not. Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This here's a toll bridge. You gotta pay. Is this some sort of bribe situation? Sure, take my money. I don't want any trouble. Yeah, not choosing that. Who's gonna make me, shorty? I'm short. I take offense to that. I don't really care. I like being short. I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate. Yeah, I like the itty bitty little cursor. Who keeps a lot? Reach the donuts and roughs up the transients. Absolutely, it's giving it a very, very cool smoothing effect. That yeah, I have trouble with it in certain situations, but I have gotten to enjoy it at certain resolutions in particular. Yeah, and it was also featured in where's my 7 minutes? It's full throat. It'll have it on like this. Yeah. It was also featured in these releases, on the version that they included on those. I'm not sure if it's the exact same filter, but I know that these DVD case releases did include an interpreter that used the scaling. All right, woodshop. I want to hear you, woodshop. Woodshop. I wonder if debugs work on the Mac version. Probably not. But we're about to try. Type rough. Okay. Oh, and that gets rid of the filter, eh? So if I go like smooth. No. Okay. There we go. It'll make it eerily look like a PC, are you sure? That's awesome. Wow. Wow. No. Otherwise, I'm just doing it wrong, but... Ahem? I just clicked on him. I didn't... Oh, wait, yeah, Mac, no, right-click. Ooh, so how... I just like to browse things. Now I'm having a moment here where I want to figure out... Like, so... Is the... Because it's just a single click, is it always defaulting to the right-click? No. And right-click work. No, that... Double-clicking? I like to browse things. Maybe it's double-click and gets a right-click. Well, I mean, it does the effect of it. While that's doing that, I'm gonna do a quick check of something. I just wanted to see if I in fact have MS-DOS, Amiga, FM10, macOS, MS-DOS. I guess we've sort of explored all the platforms here. And this is fun, I'm not stopping. But I gotta find my window. There we go. I like to just... What are you, some kind of chef? It's going up. Hello. Put it down. I must take your shit and leave. Ooh, this is a neat take on the music. But I imagine if you were to, say, hook up an MT32 to one of these Mac Classics playing the same, because that's what I'm emulating right now is a Mac Classic, Color Classic. I imagine it just would give you your natural sound then. Well, natural MT32 sound, if you're to compare apples to apples, not Apple Store. I feel like between the demo in here, this knife here was. Oh wait, no. Let's do this. You see that? Okay, maybe not. It does look a little bit thicker than the image that was used in the demo, the rolling demo. But that might be just confirmation bias of me wanting it to be that way after I've seen it look different with the filter on. Walk to the freaking door. Hey, hired help only. Excuse me. Yeah, boy. How's business? And clearly the main differences here are going to be the filter and the music. Presentation seems fairly similar. I'm almost... Maybe one day I'll adjust my setup enough to be able to do direct side-by-side comparisons, but I think that's going to take a little bit. Hello, Largos Music again. Let's see a graphic, smooth, filtered animation. Yeah. Thank you, my love.
You're welcome, I love you.
I love you. I got some food. I want to talk about it, it says. Here's the paper with the spit on the wall. Then we will go to the end time and have some shit from him. Wait, no. Need a thing or two. Get that stick. That's a much more sensibly sized sprite for the screen. It's more sense. Why are we going to this hub? Because one sound cue that I have to explore now. But it gives me an excuse to do my silly thing that I always do. Always used to experience a game crashing glitch there often. So, why am I going here? I have to talk to her. No, not still. Murray? Of course, Murray wouldn't be seen until his Curse of Monkey Island. So, you know, afterthought. But if they're altering things, shit, they should have just randomly named a skull Murray. That would break continuity so hard, but hey, it's canon. Let's go to cemetery. At this point, I am literally continuing forward purely to enjoy the differences in music. Let's make a save file. I swear on my grandfather's grave something strange is going on. Did I do the copy protection? It didn't come up. Okay, so that's probably why it didn't come up. I must have. Yes, I had set this up and started this up previously, so that's interesting. That must be an identifying file that leaves on your system that can be removed to actually get it to do the same thing. I wonder if this is the floppy version of Fate of Atlantis that's on this. Not really in the purview of this particular stream, but what's a bonus at the end? Why not? Very possibly. I mean, it is the Max CD game pack, right? But 3 Mac releases. Interesting. I know I have a disc version and the box Macintosh CD-ROM version, as well as a few of just the disc ones that were released like OEM. They were being pawned off by a guy named Hootsloot on eBay for dirt cheap a while back. Well, a decade ago. Hootsloot was bullshit because you had to use their checkout system, and it was I had issues with a couple of the purchases. Let's pick that up. Closing the door. Use the bucket. I said use the bucket with the door. Interesting. Was there an Amiga CD-TV version of it? As well, I think there was a CD. No. I think there was one of the original Monkey Island. Oh. I do believe so. I know there's at least one Monkey Island CD-TV release that I never got that drove me insane. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, let's do a search for shits indoor giggles. Yes, the Monkey Island 1 CD-TV version. Yes. So, yeah, there's an entire version that I have to get. Okay, but no, now it says there's no release CD-TV version. There's rumors I produced, not released. What? CDs of Lumazis. I might have a CD of Monkey Island then. Monkey Island CD-TV is mythical. Some people claim that it was released, but enhanced serious collectors. Who knows? Here's a thread about the debate. That's what we know too. The only proof that this is the only proof that we know exists is from Amiga magazine rack from 1993 that shows it in a picture. Best adventures on CD so far. I mean, logically, it'd just be the CD version anyway, so. If it is just this myth and whatnot, then I spend a long time looking for it for nothing. I'm gonna keep searching for it. If I ever find it, you will be the first person that I tell and figure out how to share that with you. That sure is a promise. But it likely doesn't exist. Or it does. Or it doesn't. It has a review in that magazine. So just temporarily. Boom. Just for the sake of this is apparently a review on the Amiga CD-TV version. It's being recorded on this page. I don't know. And to go back to where I was before and reading off from EAB, Anime, Amiga board. And they're like, maybe someday we'll know for sure, etc. Let's go back one. But when you go to Wikipedia, though, it does list it in its ports as well. So why does this have a symbol? Amiga 500, Amiga Throwbacks, Amiga VGA version, rare release for CD-TV2, so. But anyways, yeah, so now I have a rabbit hole to dig around in, and we will go to proper capture for that instead of that trash. Cool. Pardon me. Did I pick up? Yeah, I did. No terrified squeaking. Got all distracted by the apparent not existent thing. I double click too much. This is causing me issues. Yes. Apparently, this is the Monkey Island 2 Monkeyology stream. Just playing the game. So I guess, though I have hit the limits of the content, I was just enjoying listening to the differences in the music. And now apparently it just sucked me in enough that I started playing it. So we apparently, though, have hit my limits in different versions. Let's call that as, like, the traditional pause menu, though. And what, like, if I... Hey, what's up? Pause bar, different shit. Oh, on the edges here? Gives it some pretty cool... I'm curious to see if Fate of Atlantis would run off of this pack properly now. But there's one thing I want to do. I'm not going to make it up. I just wanted to hear the Booty Island music, but let's go ahead and we're going to save and quit that, I guess, because I might come back to that because that's just been fun. Place. All right, so Simon, yep, okay, we're gonna kill that and open up Indie. Mm-hmm. So I've got no talkie or sound. That just seems wrong. I clearly have experiencing an issue here. Maybe it's because I didn't put it up to the high quality sounds. But I'm starting to think this is a floppy version rip. Hence with the no voice. It's looking very, very, very strong indication. Yeah. So interesting. My Max CD game pack has a floppy version of the game on it. But does that mean I'll have copy protection for it? I mean, possibly tried it out before, but it's possible. Very true. Yep, did startle me. Indiana jump scare. I've always found the intro to Fate of Atlantis to be sort of double-edged, and this is probably something that we'll get into and further when we actually start playing the game. Consider this a preview of next week's start, because we are on to Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis from this point. They have created an interfaceless gum system for this intro. We got the pop-up text, we have all the stuff that would become like elements of the norm, and well, you know, I'd love the verb and inventory bar as much as the next person, enough so that I'm considering seriously to have it tattooed on my body. It is worth saying that we have full screen gameplay right here. I mean, that would be really cool. I mean, there are a reason why the individual verbs have sort of dwindled away in modern adventures too. It's just, realistically, there was one or two interactions independent of being interacted with a different object that you could do with stuff. It was look at or pick up, or, you know, but the majority of that could all be done with the one click, right? And if you have drag and droppable items, or even click and droppable, or just click and interactable items, you, again, don't need all the extra verbiage. It's, you know, as much as I love the verb bar and all that, it was necessary pruning. And if you really need multiple commands beyond that too, then you have the hover interface introduced to Full Throttle. It was used wonderfully in Monkeyology as well. And many, many, many other games inspired to do so as well. That smoothing filter. Wonder what happens if it... Aha! That was good, it seems like more of the game's actual samples were used in orchestrating these spots as well. Like it doesn't, the music doesn't feel that dramatically different than its PC presentation. We should warn the woman. It was the one I spent in Iceland with Sophia. But I am in the last 10 minutes of my stream today. We're just about to hit 3 o'clock. I was considering making a much shorter stream earlier because of how my wife was feeling. And then I got carried away exploring the many differences. So, Madam Sophia tonight. Octopo boot. Superman. Let's look at the newspaper. Hey, Ben.
Hey.
I'm just about to got sort of derailed once we got to here, and it's fine because this week coming up we start Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. That's a game that has like at least 3 different ways to beat it too, so depending on whether or not I decide to just, you know, pick a path and go through and call it a day, or yeah, I don't know if there's enough variation to warrant it. I love you.
Love you.
Alright. But yeah, and now we are back into verb bar. Now we now have 10 item inventory bar. That's cool. That's a step up from Monkey Island 2 there. So look at this. Is there about balloon help? Well, that's not what I'm trying to do there. Alright. But yes, no, I am going to call it here, guys. I thank you very much for joining ATM Machine. To the other people who were watching for a little bit earlier as well, thank you very much for joining me. If you are watching on YouTube on the eventual rebroadcast of whenever the heck I start re-uploading some more stuff to my YouTube channel, want to make sure, you please, if you've enjoyed what you've been watching, be sure to click like and subscribe. If you haven't, be sure to tell me how much I suck in the comments or whatever. Well, no, I mean that's how you do it. A comment's a comment, and I'm just glad to receive any sort of feedback or anything like that. Again, we're just sort of growing and figuring this all out, and that's one of the best things ever, is learning something new. So, awesome. But thank you for joining me, ATM Machine. We're gonna close it off today, and we will be back on Tuesday to start Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, and we will also probably be doing a bunch of bonus streams over the weekends of various content, because I've been really enjoying this, and we've been enjoying playing games together in the evenings, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. So, alright, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a great day, and take care.